Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Olympique Marseille coach says he wants William Saliba with him next season. Arsenal loanee William Saliba has had a phenomenal season at Marseille, and the Ligue 1 club's manager, Jorge Sampaoli, has expressed his desire to retain his services for next season. The 21-year-old French defender joined Arsenal all the way back in 2019 when Unai Emery was still at the club. Many viewed him as the future of the Gunners' defense then, but he's yet to play a single competitive game in the famous red and white. After a year on loan at his boyhood club Saint Etienne, Saliba joined Nice in the second half of last season. He then moved to Marseille at the start of this campaign, and this spell has arguably been his best one yet. Sampaoli is absolutely delighted with Saliba, and he's hoping that the young Frenchman can stay at Marseille beyond the end of this season. The Marseille boss said, as per TalkSport, William's progress is linked to his development this season and the maturity he now has and his playing time. He's now consistent, he's grown up as a player. In relation to his situation at the club, I hope that there is a possibility for us to retain a player like him who knows the team, but I don't know if it depends on Olympique Marseille, William or Arsenal. I don't know the possibilities in this case. It's not secret that Sampaoli really admires Saliba. The Marseille boss branded the Arsenal defender as a future great of French football earlier this season, and he'd love to retain his services for the next campaign. However, whether Arsenal would even entertain that though is the big question here. The Gunners only have Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes and Rob Holding as natural centre halves at the moment. Mikel Arteta's side will be back in Europe next season, so they will need at least one more central defender. Saliba would be perfect for that role, and the French newspaper La Provence, via Sport Witness, revealed yesterday that the Gunners are planning to keep the talented 21-year-old at the club next season. Pundit thinks he knows Nketiah's next club. Former Premier League goalkeeper Paddy Kenny believes West Ham in the overwhelming favourite to sign Edin Nketiah now. The striker could leave Arsenal at the end of the season when his contract expires, and it seems that will be the case even though the Gunners want to keep him. They have made him their first choice striker in the last few weeks, but he has still not accepted a new deal. This points to him leaving the Emirates when this campaign finishes, and he has several suitors who are prepared to make him their player next season. Kenny believes the Hammers now have the upper hand in the race to add him to their squad, considering they are a London club and have needed a striker for some time now. He tells Football Insider, West Ham have needed a backup striker since January. I think it has cost them in the end because Antonio has dried up and his fitness is always in question anyway. If they have the opportunity to sign Nketiah on a free, well, he's already in London. I imagine they are favourites. West Ham is a massive club as well, with a massive fan base. Any player would be lucky to go there. Nketiah is simply not good enough to be our main striker in the next campaign, and we should allow him to leave. He has clearly said he doesn't want to be a backup anymore, but he needs to realize that he doesn't have the quality to be the main man at a top club. Perhaps he needs to spend more seasons honing his skills at the Emirates before leaving. Nicolas Pepe has just confirmed a change of agent amid reports of summer exit. Arsenal winger Nicolas Pepe has confirmed on his Instagram account that he's changed his agent ahead of the summer window. Confirmed by respected Football London journalist Chris Whitley on Twitter, Pepe has moved to make the change amid a number of reports claiming he will leave the club this summer. Indeed, West Ham are thought to be keen on signing Pepe, who Arsenal could sell for just £25 million. Pepe is among a cluster of Arsenal players who face an uncertain future at the club this summer. Since arriving for more than £70 million from Lille, the Ivorian has struggled to hit the heights many expected. This change of agent is a clear indication that Pepe is considering his future. Of course, he might say otherwise, but the fact he's a changed agent right now suggests that he's open to making a big decision. Pepe was initially given a vote of confidence at the start of the season by Mikel Arteta. However, a number of Arsenal players have jumped him in terms of the first starting 11, prompting many to believe Pepe will be sold this summer. This, then, is a clear indication from the winger that his future may lie elsewhere. Well, we say it doesn't bode well. but the fact is that most Arsenal fans won't be fussed to not see Nicolas Pepe in a Gunners shirt next season. Mikel Arteta will need to let some players go this season, and if someone is willing to pay £25 million or so for Pepe, then you'd have to say that it's a deal that the club should do. Pepe has ultimately failed at Arsenal. Even if you ignore the £70 million plus figure, he still not produced the goods on a consistent enough basis for the Gunners. Fabrizio Romano has just said Arsenal are about to announce a new signing. Arsenal are preparing to complete the signing of Brazilian youngster Marquinhos, with a deal set to be finalized over the weekend. That's according to Fabrizio Romano anyway, who has taken to Twitter this morning to confirm that the Gunners are indeed preparing paperwork for the transfer, which suggests an announcement is imminent. Reports over the last few days have suggested Arsenal have moved quickly to sign Marquinhos from Sao Paulo after becoming aware of his contractual situation in Brazil. Per the tweet from Romano, Arsenal are set to pay a bargain fee of around £3 million for the young South American. The Gunners are one of a number of teams who are keen on exploring the South American market further. Arsenal have enjoyed success in signing Gabriel Martinelli. Marquinhos is not expected to go straight into the starting squad for Mikel Arteta and is seen as a player for the future at Arsenal. However, that could change when he arrives, with the club no doubt keen to take a closer look at the Brazilian. This is smart from Arsenal. Get in there early and secure a deal for a player who is one of the Brazil's most exciting young talents. First off, it shows the fans that the wheel are turning already when it comes to the transfer market. Secondly, it shows that young players are attracted to the club, which is exactly what Mikel Arteta wants from his club. Marquinhos look like a top talent as well. There is no doubting he can go on and become a top player if he keeps at it. The question now is whether Arsenal can harness that talent. If he can do as Martinelli has done, then Arsenal will be delighted. Agent says Arteta almost signed Arthur in January. Arsenal were heavily linked with a move for Juventus midfielder Arthur Melo in the January transfer window, and the Brazilian's agent Federico Pastorello has now revealed that a deal was close to completion. The Gunners allowed Ainsley Maitland-Niles to join Roma on loan in the winter window. They left them with just Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, Albert Sambi Lokonga and Mohamed El-Nini in the middle of their park. Mikel Arteta was keen to add another top-quality midfielder, and Arthur was rumoured to be Edu Gaspar's top target in January. However, Arsenal finished the window without making a single senior signing, but if Arthur's agent is to be believed, the £61 million Brazilian midfielder was one step away from moving to the Emirates. Pastorello spoke to Italian publication La Repubblica this week about his client's lack of game time under Massimiliano Allegri at Juventus. He said, as translated by the Metro, in January, Arthur was close to leaving and joining Arsenal. Arthur was signed to play a different style of football here at Juventus. Allegri likes him, but instead he wants to play with two more physical midfielders. It's a tactical question, and I don't make the technical choices, but it's not in anyone's interest to continue in this situation. Arsenal were linked with a move for Arthur for most of January, but on the 29th of the month, just a couple of days before the end of the window, transfer guru Fabrizio Romano revealed that a deal had collapsed. 90 minutes later revealed the real reason why the deal fell through. Juventus were reluctant to let him leave on a short-term deal. The Italian giants wanted Arsenal to sign Arthur on an 18-month loan deal instead of a one until the end of the season. They also wanted an option to buy clause for £34 million inserted in the contract. The report claimed that Edu was happy with the terms of the deal and even gave the go-ahead. However, just as a deal was about to be completed, the Arsenal ownership intervened. Josh Kroenke reportedly stepped in and said no way. He vetoed the terms of the deal, a decision that was backed by other members of the club hierarchy. The deal collapsed as a result, and Arsenal ended the window without a new midfielder. Struggling Man United player Marcus Rashford is among Arsenal's summer transfer target. Arsenal continues their search for a new striker ahead of an important summer for the club. Mikel Arteta's side has done more than we expected in this campaign, and getting a top 4 place will be the ultimate overachievement. Regardless of which position they end this season, Arsenal will be on the lookout for reinforcement when it finishes. One position they will almost certainly sign a new player for is their attack, and reports have linked several names with a move to the Emirates so far. One player that has been on the radar for some time now is Gabriel Jesus of Manchester City, but he's not the only professional in Manchester that they want to sign. Vigages.net claims the Gunners are also interested in Manchester United's Marcus Rashford. The England international has had a bad season, but he remains an accomplished Premier League performer. The reports claims Arsenal has him on their radar and they will move for him if a transfer for Jesus become tricky. Rashford has had a bad year, but he is undeniably talented and he has shown in the past that he is a top player. Arteta has revived the career of many individuals at Arsenal and the Spaniard will bet on himself to help bring Rashford back to his best. Even Teddy Sheringham thinks Arsenal are making a top signing this summer. Arsenal are keen on lending Gabriel Jesus in the summer transfer window, and even former Spurs striker Teddy Sheringham believes it's a smart move. Jesus is being heavily linked with a move to the Emirates this summer. Mikel Arteta is determined to land a striker and the Manchester City man fits the bill. Indeed, reports from today have claimed that everyone in the game believes Arsenal are getting Jesus this summer. David Ornstein has also reported how Jesus is top of Arsenal's list in terms of replacing Alexander Lacazette, and speaking after last night's North London derby, former England and Spurs striker Sheringham admitted that the Brazilian would be a good fit for Arsenal. I'd back that as well. I think that would be a good signing for Arsenal. I think he's got very good attributes, good season at the pro now. I know he's not the oldest of strikers, but he knows where the net is, Sheringham told Stadium Astro. I don't think he's an out-and-out goal scorer. He'd have played more for Pep if that was the case, so there is obviously something missing, but yeah, I think he'd be great for Arsenal. Jesus has enjoyed a fine run of form in recent weeks under Guardiola. City have, however, signed Erling Haaland, making Jesus' future even more unsure. Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal could be a game changer. This would be the type of signing to get Arsenal fans excited. If they land a Premier League winner and proven a player at this level for less than £60 million, then it's a huge. Teddy Sheringham is right when it comes to Jesus' credentials at this level. He's a good finisher, can play different roles, and is probably ready to be a main man. Certainly, Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal makes all kind of sense for Mikel Arteta. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.